like this really. Except from the materials, this sort of materials like half slabs are good. Normal bricks, wool is I don't mind wool. Um, it's just like he's got a really small roof. He'd be a lot higher than that, and then there'd be like stuff in the roof, like whatever arches, pretty stuff. So it'd be bigger than this in terms of height, definitely. And like the whole size of the main spawn bit, like the building itself, probably about that size, but not square, if that makes sense.
What shape do you want?
Not like, well, it would obviously be squarish, but not just like a perfect box, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So it does mix up a little bit. And then pillars as well, like Roman pillars. But like
So going back,
big pillars.
I want to go back into the spawn really quickly, please, just for the
Okay.
sake of the video. We got the spawn, got a big space, so it doesn't matter what we put in here. Like, don't worry about any of this stuff because that can be added. Downstairs is, it looks like a cantina, away out the back, which is another estate kind of thing. But they got a cool thing like underneath. They got a bank. Do you just want space underneath, kind of like this? So it's got a higher roof, but it's also got space just in case you want to put things in.
Yeah, like the donator shop down here. Could even put the normal shop down there, like the item shop, the stuff that the server sells to the players, and then have their shops out here like he has. So yeah, the roof definitely would be a lot higher, like at least triple the height of this. The materials are about the same, except for no cobble, because just cobbles just look so bad.
Okay, so
And
white,
then outside,
no cobble, and
yeah,
also a
pillars.
variation, not fully white pillars.
Yeah,
Any
pillars.
statues?
So more,
Anything like
yeah,
beams?
statues,
Okay.
fountains. No water or lava fountains and pillars, unless they look really good, because it can look, depending on how you do it, it can look really bad. But if they can do it good, then yeah, do it. But it has to be like, I don't know how to put that, but sometimes it just looks really bad.
What about the path? Like, just this seems to be a good width, which is
Yep, there's 7 with the, well,
7 across.
6,
Yeah.
5 with the border, yeah. So yeah, it's a good width. And like he has as well, like the spawn isn't directly flat with the road when it comes out, if that makes sense.
Yeah, that's so you can have the bottom story hidden as well,
So the
and
bottom,
then
yeah, exactly.
you can
Because
go
I don't want
backwards.
it, because it makes it look really better if it just comes down onto it, or even goes up to it, whatever. But if it's flat with it, it doesn't look as good.
I think that's
Yeah,
smart
this
too,
looks
because
pretty good.
this is
Glass
actually,
works too.
yeah, glass. The walls
Yeah.
actually, this is the back, so the spawn actually is pressed up against the back, but you can actually go downstairs and then go under and behind as well, so it's kind of got that tricky. So moving forward, we're
Yeah.
going into the player stores now.
Okay, so just in front of this one where he's got these statues, I'm a big fan of statues like this. I actually did giant people like this before. They're really hard to do, but they look epic. So if somebody's epic at building, then big statues in front of the spawn is definitely something which we'd want to do if we can.
People, do you have a preference, or?
Nope, anything big and epic. People is good, but they are hard to do. Like I did people with their swords in the air, and there was like 4 people all facing each other with their swords crossing over, and it took a long time, but it was epic. I got pictures of that. But anyway, so yeah, statues in front of the spawn is definitely good. No preference really on what exactly they got to be of.
Sure.
Okay, so yeah, the next bit where you come out. I really do like how he's overlapped over the road, like there's bridges over the road. I think that's really good, because it makes it, I don't know, it just looks really good.
And just to clarify,
Then each one's a shop.
Each single unit is a player shop. These are the dimensions. Just for anybody watching this video to kind of get a feel for the inside. It's not square itself. It does have a rounded outside, but they're 2-story so that they're individual shops, but they actually have walls between each other. So that you can actually, some people have purchased 2 and they've broken out walls, or they've made stairs up to the top.
Yeah, so something this shape for shops is definitely good, definitely. And with the bridges going over the roads to make it more seem like a street, although it just being like a road with shops either side, it just looks better.
Yeah, it's
So much
definitely
better.
handy. And do you like? I mean, I love. Unfortunately, we can't get these green on green kind of blocks, but I like the touch of they've got little gardens and they've got little like minimal water, but water is kind of like a
Yep, that
nice
looks
touch.
good. This all looks good, definitely. Yeah, definitely. Why not? Um, Also things like this where it's giving people directions and telling them to do things if they don't want to go to the shop. Obviously, that's probably going to be done later date anyway, because it's just the main spawn bit. But
That's why that middle
and
block is so important, though. Yeah, because like this sign is absolutely perfect.
definitely, and the signs like in the middle that are like that don't want to be too stand out.
Yeah, I think the
Because
thinner
else it
block really
takes the
helps.
eye off everything else. Yeah, else it takes the eye off. And because in our mod pack we've got the cut up blocks of anything we want like this, it definitely worked really well.
Do you have a tree type preference as well? Because we're probably only going to get
Nope.
through this. Nope. So just trees that
Just
minimalist.
trees, yeah. Yeah, definitely not like spawn in a tree with the bone meal sort of thing. Not like that, because that'd be too much. But just trees like this guy's doing, like these are meant. I think they're meant to be palm trees, but they look good. Like he obviously built them himself. They're not spawned in. Like this one over here is, and it just looks out of place. But
For
yeah,
sure.
these definitely. Then he's got the wall all the way round,
With
which is what we'll do.
turrets.
Yeah, with the that's a really cool wall with the pillars every in each corner, and it's not square either. It's just not a flat square, which is what it'll be. It'll be like the outer thing. So the spawn will be the back of the wall. Then the wall going around will be like put it on a paint document or something to send you. It's just like the shape it'll be. It's like instead of it being, it'll be square, but the corners are cut off.
Kind of
It's
oval.
like
I absolutely understand,
yeah,
yeah.
so oval, yeah, like an oval running track, that sort of thing.
Yeah, absolutely. I get it. And so this
But
is
in
hard up
Minecraft,
against the
yeah,
spawn, but if you went
yeah,
downstairs, you can actually head out the back. So you've still got that in your back pocket that you could add an area behind it
exactly,
without anybody really being wise to this. Now, if we move
yeah,
through the spawn, these are all player shops. So these in this particular server, players have actually purchased the land to have player shops. But once we get through them, you get to the mil-spec tacket sign. This is another kind of cutoff in the road where it becomes player housing or estate. Now they do have to conform on a certain level, like a spawn real estate building here, like it's an apartment building. I think people buy floors of this. Again, Tom hasn't specified what he wants here, but we're going to cut it. So there's definitely going to be an archway. It's going to cut off, and nothing should be put here though at this stage.
yeah. I mean, this white building here with all the metals, that looks pretty epic if you ask me. Not like the different ridges, but just if you look at the first floor, how all the it's got loads of decoration. It's not just built out of the blocks. It's got the decoration afterwards, and like around the windows. I'm pretty sure we have most of that in our mod pack, so that definitely work. And like black as well, like this lava house where he's used the black. We've got these black blocks. Um, Black works, black and white, black and stone, but it's got to be used carefully, else it just doesn't work very well.
Okay, so I'm going to end recording now. We've basically got everything we want. First, it's going to be this spawn, which is going to be marked off, and you guys obviously up to date with the design style, and we'll have a cutoff for the player estate section. The shops will be cut and paste, so we don't need to worry about them as of yet, but you kind of have the design for everything in mind. So thanks for watching, and hopefully we get started.